February 2024, Adams County Deputy Walter Berlinski is wrapping up a traffic stop and notices a man recording him from another vehicle.
He's videotaping us. I'll be in contact.
Deputy Berlinski walks up to the van driven by Barry Zatkalik.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Everything okay?
Yep. Can I get your name and badge number?
For what?
What?
For what? What do you need?
So I know who I'm making a complaint against.
For what?
For speeding.
Deputy Berlinski did not like that one bit.
So.
Okay. License, registration, proof, insurance.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because now you're in.
No, I'm
yes.
doing nothing. If you're gonna start, you get your sergeant over here.
Things escalate even more.
Oh, you ain't getting my.
License,
you ain't getting my.
License, registration.
You ain't getting nothing.
Okay. Then I will arrest you for obstruction.
You do that, buddy, and I'll sue the out of Adams County.
Deputy Berlinski cuffs and then places Zatkalik in the back of a patrol unit. Soon, the deputy realizes the man he arrested has a police badge too.
Denver Reserve.
Zatkalik, who is a former volunteer reserve officer with Denver Police, tells the responding supervisor why he was recording.
Okay. So my intention was, I've got this on video, and I was gonna call the station and complain.
Another officer on scene questions the arrest.
He's video recording me, so I was asking for all of his information. He's like, he's not giving it to me. He wanted a supervisor.
He was just video recording?
And then when I was asking,
did he walk up to your stop?
No. But then
you don't have obstruction.
The supervisor apologizes to Zatkalik.
It will be handled. I'm sorry. I will apologize for the sheriff's office.
Back to Zatkalik's warning.
You do that, buddy, and I'll sue the out of Adams County.
He never sued, but he did get civil rights attorney Maddie Schaefer on the case.
Mr. Zatkalik was several feet away in his vehicle, filming from a distance, not obstructing at all. The only thing that he was obstructing was the officer's unlawful attempt to arrest him in retaliation to his First Amendment protected activity.
Adams County paid out $80 grand to Zatkalik as part of a settlement without any lawsuit being filed.
My apologies, but sorry. I don't know what else to say.
You ought to know better.
Well, it turns out Deputy Berlinski was arrested for drunk driving in 2019 and pleaded guilty to driving while ability impaired. He actually kept his deputy job. We asked if he was disciplined for this traffic stop. The Sheriff's Department says this was investigated, but they refused to release results of that investigation or disclose any discipline. We are asking more questions about that. Back to you, Kim.
That's a wild story, and it's told with that video very clearly. Otherwise, if you reported that with words, it wouldn't make sense.
No, you need to see the video, and the apology made his case here.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy.
Denver, what up, man? Man, shout out to all the viewers, guys. I know I said this is probably getting to be redundant at this point. I'm not in the comments as much, but I still try to be. So I definitely try to make sure I say in the videos, man, thank you for watching. And more importantly, for caring, because I'm gonna assume you watch because you care. So whether you're new here, especially if you've been here a while, man, shout out to y'all. I really appreciate you for caring about other people. And for engaging in my content to do that. But watch others if you don't. I'm pretty sure everybody does, man. Everybody got their different take and their different approach. And I think for most people, you can learn something from them, or, at least expand, broaden your horizons. I wonder if anybody's heard from Brooklyn Audits, man. He just kind of disappeared. I might hit Good Guy Audits up and see, or Good Guy Activism up and see if he has any information on the homie, man. Once you see people, you just think about them and you want to know what's going on. I know the other homie, I always forget his name, We the People. He did pop back up. People were wondering where he was at. So, one of the things that pops out, well, a few of the things that pops out to me about these videos, I will leave the print article in the pinned comment and description, Lord willing, like I always do, so you can read that, because a lot of times those articles have a little more information in the video, or just other information in the video, and vice versa. So they go well together. But one thing that they said in the print article was that he was going to, again, file a complaint against his officer for speeding, but they never said whether he did or not. He threatened a lawsuit, but he never sued. And we find out that he was or is a reserve officer, you know, which means they're volunteer, they work part-time, you know, they said in the print art, I can't remember, they do like safety protocol, they do like when there's events and stuff, they go out there and, you know, just help patrol. But I'm wondering, bro, how much of his affiliation with, because at first I'm thinking, okay, well, shit, you a Johnny, that's why you're out there. You see one of your comrades doing some shit ain't supposed to be doing, and so you're still doing your job as you should be. So that would place you in the category of potentially being a good cop. But then we see that you probably didn't even follow up on those things, and they were able to quiet you with some money, because I don't see why you couldn't have still sued, or even just still received, accepted the $80,000 settlement, and then filed your complaint that clearly still needed to be filed. But it seems like, I don't know how and why, it seems like what had you initially out there, that cop breaking the law, even if it was just a traffic violation, it seems like that just went away in the face of them giving you some money and whatever else went on behind the scenes that we may know nothing about. And I'm wondering how much of that has to do with your camaraderie with him being a reserve Johnny. So where I started this video, like, okay, well shit, maybe we got a good cop, I ended questioning the hell out of that. Because for the life of me, I cannot find out why you wouldn't still file that complaint. Nobody who's familiar with these types of incidents should be surprised that it culminated with the coward saying they did an investigation and they can't I mean, they always got a reason that they can't be transparent. But I would venture to say, and I don't have the numbers on this, 100% of these police departments and the U.S. government has transparency at somewhere at the top of their mission statement. The insult, fam, but just spitting in our face like we can't see what the hell going on, like they forever have a reason that they can't tell us what happened. And most of the time, I bet if we were able to get behind those third walls or that veil, we would find out that they can't tell us, because the answer is not a damn thing happened. This coward is still on the streets. He drives while he's intoxicated. He arrests people for catching him breaking the law and being able to prove it. And y'all don't want to tell the American public why the fuck we should feel safe with him still being out there with police powers and military weapons that come with it. I praise God, and maybe I'm a little high-minded for saying this, but I am not expressing how mad as hell this got me the way that I'm feeling mad as hell about it. I think we should take away from this, me first and foremost, man. I've always, like, I see state troopers on the road, Florida Highway Patrol on the road, and I'm wondering, what is the process for me getting out, recording them on the highway, and I don't know. So it's time out for me to stop procrastinating to find out what my legal rights are to do that. But clearly this guy knew, and maybe it had something to do with him being a reserve Johnny. He knew that he could park right there on the shoulder and do that. I'm not certain. I wouldn't be able to lawfully back myself up in that circumstance. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have a lawful reason and ability to do it. I'm saying I'm not educated enough to articulate that, so I wouldn't put myself in that position. And unless you know and are educated about that, I wouldn't suggest you do it either. But I would suggest that if you care to, educate yourself, and then you could do things like this gentleman did. But I'm always saying, man, always record the police, and not just when a situation involves you, because you never know when you could save an American some trouble involving their life and liberty when these cowards are around. So he did that. You know, he recorded the stop, let him tell it was because the Johnny was speeding. But he recorded the stop, because if he did that, Johnny walked up and did that to him, there's no telling what he would do to any other American. I mean, he drives drunk, and one of the narratives Johnny's love to run with is how police are, you know, always being victimized. One of the highest things that, you know, they're victims to is vehicle accidents and fatalities. And it's because y'all don't give a damn how y'all travel on American streets, no matter who's out there with you. Y'all are the danger that you're most susceptible to. I don't even really have to get into how this damn Johnny walked up to this man and found out that his ass was finna get in trouble, or his ass was finna get a report filed against him, a complaint filed against him, and turned that into an unlawful reason to arrest him. I don't have to get into how he went into his car without a warrant, violating his Fourth Amendment rights, violating his due process rights, and got his wallet and went through it. Come on, man, this should just be pissing me off. And in a lot of my videos, I be trying not to show that passion and anger and just get through the video, but it really be pissing me off because this is a rampant problem in America. These motherfuckers think they are lords and masters and they can just do what they want with us and treat us how they want. So I guess I'll end here. If you find yourself in a position like that, know whether you have to roll your window down like he had his down or not. And if you don't, then leave that motherfucker rolled up and definitely lock your doors. And if they ask you to get out of the car, which you do have to for their coward ass safety, lock your doors immediately. There's no law against any of that. Make it harder for them to violate your rights. Make it harder for them to compromise your liberty and safety. Make them have to go further out of their way. I would also like to know where that before I say that, at your house too. Don't open your doors for these cowards. In a vehicle, in your house, wherever, never give them more access to you than you're legally required to, you or your loved ones. Verbally or otherwise. You ain't got to talk to no damn cops. Hit them with "I want my lawyer." It's another video. I would love to know where that $80,000 came from. Whose pockets it came out of. Who was responsible for bringing that hush money to the table that the cops gave this gentleman and his attorneys. Then will y'all be safe up there? Y'all cops just like the rest of the cops in America. Coward ass domestic terrorists. You don't lock somebody up because they caught your ass breaking the law and apologize afterward. Look at that man spit in your damn face. I'm Trailhand Bill. It is a beautiful Wednesday right before Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and enjoy yourself, your time alone, or your time with your family and friends. I'm out. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.